Okay, settle down. Students, go back to your proper seats. Okay, go back to your proper seat. So if you remember last week, okay. Oh, by the way, no absent today. No, do you have absent? Okay. Listen. Settle down. Okay, so good afternoon. So last week, we discussed about your alternative forms of energy, or we call it your renewable energy source. So we have 7. So what are those? We have your, everyone read. Everyone read. So this is our last topic for your final exam. So these are all converted into your electricity. Now we were going to discuss the different disadvantages of the alternative forms of energy. So the first we have your solar energy. So when we say solar energy, so the disadvantage of your solar energy, not really, listen, not really reliable. Okay, so that means because it depends only on the weather. With example, there are times that we can't see the sun, right? Because of climate condition or weather. So example, we have typhoon. So we can't see the sunlight. So again, remember that light is converted to your electricity from your solar cell. So that is from your, again, that is your solar energy. So the disadvantage, it depends on the concentration of sunlight each day. Again, it depends on the sunlight each day or every day. So that is the disadvantage of your solar energy. Next, we have your wind energy. So this one, oh, what is the disadvantage? Speed of the wind must be fast. Okay, the wind must be fast, about 21 kilometer per hour. So it's enough to rotate the wind turbines, again this one, or your windmill, okay, to rotate your wind turbine. So it also require high budget to invest. So it means when we want to build your windmill, we need also a high budget to invest. So that means it's a very expensive. So that is the disadvantage, especially to a place that has a wind with that speed. Okay, so that is the disadvantage. Just remember, on solar energy, you have your concentration. It depends on the concentration of sunlight each day. And for the wind energy, it must be requires the high budget to invest, especially in place that has wind with that speed. So the speed must be, okay, everyone, the speed of the wind must be 21 kilometer per hour. So that is your wind energy. So next, disadvantages, we have your hydropower. Again, so we have this hydropower. This one, so the requirement of this one is a very large area that build a dam. So example, this is your dam. Okay, that means that is the large area of water and high budget for investment also. Again, dam is also our one of the example of our where we get our electricity. Okay, it converted to your electricity also or generate electricity. So that is hydro power. So again, so the disadvantage is if you build the hydropower, it must be has a large area to build a dam. So we have example. And your biomass, so the disadvantage of your biomass, listen. So we have difficult to keep the smell of biomass. It can be disturbing or even air pollution. So when you burn those biomass, they have this bad smell. So the disadvantage of your biomass, again, it has difficult to keep the smell of biomass. It means it has a bad smell and also disturbing or even because of your air pollution. Again, so that is the disadvantage of your biomass. Bad smell and cause of your air pollution. Next, we have your, okay, tidal energy. So the disadvantage of this tidal energy is we have the environment from the device because the seawater may form rust on the device and damage its function. So sometimes that is the cause of your tidal energy. But remember that tidal energy, we can see this one on the ocean. Okay, it's another also forms of energy that is like also hydropower, but hydropower is a dam. So we use fresh water. Unlike tidal energy, it is like floating on the sea water. And it has, okay, it has like this on the under the water. It also converts electricity. But the disadvantages is the environment for the device because the seawater may form rust on the device and also damage its function. Sometimes when we have like strong wave, it can cause or destroy your tidal energy. Okay, so that is the disadvantage of your tidal energy. Next, you have your geothermal energy. So this one, okay, found only in some area. The smell, okay, listen. So the smell of geothermal energy is very strong because of sulfur and ammonia. Okay, again, sulfur and ammonia. If you are near, okay, listen, if you are near on the volcano that is released the hot spring that is came from volcano, you know the water that is very hot, that is natural. If you are near to this area, they have also the bad smell. Okay, it's very strong smell that is cause of your sulfur. Again, that is came from your volcano. Listen. So we call it sulfur, the smell that came from your hot spring. Listen. So that came from your hot spring, that is your sulfur. Again, geothermal energy is found only in some area. The smell of geothermal energy is very strong because of sulfur and ammonia. Again, if you are near to the volcano that has hot spring, the hot spring will release the smell. We call it the sulfur, okay? That from your volcano. So that is your geothermal energy. Okay, the last one is your, okay, hydrogen energy. Again, this one is your hydrogen energy. So the different or the disadvantage of alternative forms of energy. So we have budget for the investment is rather expensive. So this one we use it in your car. Other example that I give, the shuttle space. Another, if you can see there, we have used this one as the fuels for your cars. One. I give you another example. We have your, okay, your space shuttle. Remember, we have your space shuttle use also liquid hydrogen as your fuel launching. So the disadvantage is budget for investment. So it's rather, it is very expensive. Again, it is very expensive. Now I'm going to ask, okay, in your own understanding, okay, what is difference and similarity between fossil fuels and alternative forms of energy? Again, so last topic is from fossil fuel. And now is your alternative forms of energy. So what are their difference? Okay, again. So what is the difference or the similarity of two, the fossil fuel and your alternative forms of energy? Any idea? Okay, you can answer only one word, two words. Okay, any idea on your own? Yes. Any idea the difference in the similarity of your fossil fuel and alternative forms of energy? Okay. All electricity. How about your fossil fuel? What is the similarity and the difference? Okay, first the fossil fuel in your own. Any, everyone, anyone? Students. Okay, try to answer. Try to answer. Just try to understand again. What is the difference and similarities? It means difference, different. Similarities, the same. So between the fossil fuel and your alternative forms of energy. What do you think is the answer? Or anyone? Try to understand. So okay, they are both source of your, source of your, I heard someone answer, correct. Okay, both of them are source of your, source of your, okay, both of them are source of your energy. Okay, again, the similarities between them, they are all source of energy. Again, fossil fuel and your alternative forms of energy is they are both source of energy. So the difference between them is the condition of renewable. Again, fossil fuel are used up. We can use it, but alternative forms of energy are renewable. Okay, again, but they have both source of your energy. Okay. I have here the activity, okay, of your forms of energy. So you have to put the principle, the benefits, and the limitation of each forms of energy. Again, the principles, the benefits, and the limitation. Okay, try to, okay, can you, okay, try to answer. Okay, so we have there your, wait, okay, for, if you don't have, okay, they have, okay, okay, try to answer. Okay, just write, just write, okay. Forms of energy. So we have your solar energy, wind energy, hydropower, biomass, tidal energy. At the back, you have your geothermal energy and hydropower. So you put the principles of each forms of energy and then the benefits and the limitation. Okay? Okay. Try to answer. So that is our last topic. And next week we will have pre-final exam. So I will send to you all the uh, handouts for your review. Okay, again, students, okay, do your worksheets. Just try to answer the, just try to answer, is it, okay, so we have your alternative forms of energy. So we have your solar energy, wind energy, hydropower, biomass, tidal energy, hydrogen energy, and your geothermal. Okay, stop talking. Okay, you can use your cell phone. Stop. Minimize your voice. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay, you can use your cell phone. Only, okay, you can search only small meaning for principle, for benefits, and the limitation of forms of energy. Again, try to answer. It's not hard for you. You can, on the meaning or on the principle, you can only take the important words and put on the principles. And also in the benefits, you also put the important one and also your limitation. Okay. Try to answer. No. Y- It's okay. You can put the important words for principles, not the whole meaning. Okay?
ไม่รู้ข้อดีประโยชน์ข้อดีเหมือนกันเลยหลอดไม่ได้ดูไปแบ่งกันดูทันอยู่นะนี่เคยอ่านไม่ออกอ่านไม่ออกหลักเลยบินเขารูทเขาบินดิ้งสองต่อหนึ่งบอกว่าได้หมดแล้วแต่ไม่รู้ว่าเขาลองเชื่อเขาลองแต่กูก็ไม่ไว้ใจเลยเหมือนกันแปลภาษาเจอเขาหรือยังทำงานลงสร้างงานที่ได้รายได้ดีทำงานลงไม่ได้ลงไปเมื่อเขาเติบโตแล้วเก่งเสียงมันเป๊ะอีกจ้ะไม่หาไว้หาเนี่ยแล้วมึงมาเสื้อหาเนี่ยเรื่องเวลาโตไปเนี่ยขอพ่อดูนะแต่เขียนแค่มีตัวบาดรู้ที่ไม่ได้โลยูก็จะมีไอ้เลย ไลโอแพสตามนะครับไฮโดรพาวเวอร์ไฮโดรพาวเวอร์ภาษากลางปิดเสียงที่ไหนเพลงไหนเราคูจะออกหัวร้อนที่อะไรอยู่มึงหรือเปล่าราคาแบบนี้คืออะไรวะอย่าห้องไอ้เหี้ยกันไม่เหลือมึงฝากมึงนั่งงงในการที่ไหลนะเข้าใจเกิดร้อนตลอดแล้วมันจะรู้ตัวเลยเกิดทำกันนะจับมือกันตัวหน่อยที่ใหญ่แม้มันไม่รู้ตัวหรือเปล่ารู้อะไรอ่ะใช้เราบอกให้เคยปากตื่นคำยากเลยคนแบบเตยของแม่พอมอขอลูกปีนทำไมเราเสียงไม่เหมือนใส่เอ็นเขา
ไม่กระดาษ
เราต่างกันดูสองอันไหน
ไม่ได้เลย
ดีกว่ามึงวันนี้กูดูดีกว่าเพื่อนไปเมบีลงโต๊ะไปคือมันเรื่องวันไม่ไหวนี่ก็จะถามนี่เลยเหรอ
แต่ใครเก็บไม่ได้ให้ดูของอะไรที่แล้ว
อันนี้คือธนาคารของระดับที่ส่วนเนี้ยดูที่มันเปลี่ยนนะครับงานเราเท่าไหร่นี่ก็ธนาคารเป๊ะ
เดี๋ยวนะหัวจุ้งไปไหนทำไมเอาไหน
เก่งนะครับ
ที่อะไรไม่รู้สมองบ้าอย่าอะไรตลกตรงไหนตายตมุสมองไปคนแรกคนล้อกันเลยเอาลงเบี้ยตัวสองใจต่อหายใจไม่ทันตายคนด่าแล้วชอบไม่ด่าล้อเนี่ยเอ็ดรถตัวรถเบี้ยคนด่าหัวล้อเนี่ยตาดีมากแล้วเนี่ยไอ้คนตาตัวยิ่งเองเก็บเองด้วยนะเดี๋ยวมันมาเลยที่อะไรก็บอกไปหอรถแอบเก็บร้านที่ไหนเนี่ยนี่เขาบอกไปลงตำกับตุกยางที่ไหนแล้วไม่ใช่ คือมันลงที่อะไรก็รู้ว่านี่ว่าคุณที่อะไรดูด่ามตอนด่ามันหมอบอกตัวให้ได้ก่อนดูมึงอะไรออกไม่ได้ เอาไว้แล้วมือว่าอยากเล่นแต่เขายังได้
แต่อันนั้นที่เพชรนอนเลยตีแล้ว
แล้วมือ
เวลาเราปกติที่ถามไม่ใช่เรา
Oh, are you finished at the back? Stop talking. Students, are you finished? Raise your hand who's finished. Raise your hand who's finished. Raised. Finish. Only one. Who's not yet finished? Not finished. Not finished. So only one is finished. Okay, so it's almost time. So what we're going to do is you give your papers to buy toy. Okay? After you finish all your worksheets, you give it to buy toy and then you give it to me to my office. Okay? Again, finish it today. Okay, you finish it today. Okay, again, who's finished? Raise your hand. Raise your hand who's finished. Who's not yet finished? Okay, so you give it to me on my office. You give it to Baitoy, and then Baitoy, you gather all your classmates' worksheets, and then you give it to my or put to my table. Okay. Okay, students. Again, so this is our last topic. So we discussed the different disadvantages of alternative forms of energy. So next week we will have your part 1 pre-final exam. Okay, so we will going have your pre-final exam. So we will have your review for your upcoming exam. So any question? Any question? So again, so this is our last topic, renewable forms of energy. So these are all for today, students. Thank you. Again, thank you. Don't forget to give your